so unfortunately you think your pond or water feature might have a leak. Thankfully, you've come to the right place. We'll be going over the complete leak detection process, also known as the CLDP. This video is meant to help guide you through the CLDP. However, it is still important to read through the document thoroughly, as any alterations or changes to the process can and will affect your results. And a few things to remember before you start the CLDP. Please be sure to check around your water feature while it's running for obvious wet spots. 90% of all leaks occur in the stream and waterfall area, so be sure to check this area first. Leaks in the stream can be caused by leaves and debris damming up the middle of the stream and raising water level behind it, causing water to leak over the edge of the liner. Be sure to remove any debris in the stream before starting and see if this fixes your leak. If at any point it rains, no matter how little the amount, the process should be restarted at the last fully completed step. Once the CLDP has started, nothing such as rocks, fish, or plants are to be added, taken out, or even moved within the pond. And be aware that it is possible for a water feature to have more than one leak. Step 1 of the CLDP is to turn off your water feature. For most features, this can be done by unplugging your pump. You should then let the pond or reservoir sit for 24 hours. Remember to add an aerator if it's hot and you're doing this on a pond with fish in it. Once 24 hours passes, you can move on to step 2, which is to check to make sure that no water is dripping out of your stream into your pond or your reservoir. If it is still dripping in, continue waiting until it stops. Step 3 is to fill the pond or reservoir to its full level if it's not already. You should choose a spot to mark the water level and take a photo. A good spot to mark the water level in a pond would be the skimmer faceplate, and a good spot to mark the level in a pondless feature would be the inside of the vault. Step 4 is to wait 24 hours and check the water level. If it does not drop, you can move to step 5. If it does drop, take another photo of the water level and wait another 24 hours. Repeat this process until the water level stays the same for 24 hours. Once this occurs, you should inspect the liner at that water level for a hole. And if you find the hole, you should patch it and restart the CLDP to see if that's the only leak. And just a quick reminder, if it rains at all during this process, you need to restart at the last fully completed step. If you're on step 5, it means you have used the previous steps in the process to confirm that your pond or reservoir is not leaking and that the issue must be occurring within your stream, waterfall, or plumbing. At this point in the CLDP, additional materials may need to be purchased. So for step 5, you need to attach a leak detection pipe that is roughly the same diameter and length of your existing plumbing to your pump. Next, move the output end of your pipe to the bottom of your stream or to the portion of stream that you want to test. Turn your pump back on and make sure that no water is splashing outside of your liner. For step 6, you should fill your pond or reservoir back up to full level as you've done previously. Choose a spot to mark the water level and take a photo, and wait 24 hours. Just as before, you should mark your water level in the pond or reservoir. Even though we're testing the stream, you should not mark the water level in the stream. Then check the water level in the pond or reservoir. If the level in the pond or reservoir did not drop, move to step 7. If it did go down and you have followed all prior steps correctly, then that means there's a leak in the portion of the stream or waterfall that you have tested. So recheck your edges and look for a hole in the liner in that area between the output of your pipe and your pond or reservoir. If in step 6, the water level in your pond or reservoir did not go down, it means that that section of stream should not be responsible for the leak you're having. So in step 7, we're going to move the leak detection pipe output upstream further towards the top or start of your feature. Make sure no water is splashing outside of the liner and fill your pond or reservoir back to the full level. Choose a spot to mark the water level, again in your reservoir or pond, and take a photo. You should now wait 24 hours. This step is testing the portion of stream between your current leak detection pipe output location and the previous leak detection pipe output location. For step 8, you should check the water level in the pond or reservoir, and if the water level did not drop, continue moving the leak detection pipe upstream and waiting 24 hours until the water level does drop. Once you've placed the leak detection pipe in a portion of the stream that results in a lower water level, you should check that area of liner for low edges and holes. If you've made it all the way to the top of your feature without the water level in the reservoir or pond going down at all, move on to step 9. At the top of your stream or start of your water feature, there may be a biofalls. If you have a biofalls, continue with step 9, and if you don't, you can move on to step 10. For step 9, remove the filter media from the inside of your biofalls. In the bottom of the inside of your biofalls, you should see a bulkhead fitting. There are normally 2 at the bottom with 2-inch female threads. This is where the water normally enters your biofalls. You will need to use a 2-inch threaded cap with Teflon tape to cap off these fittings. Make sure no water is allowed to enter these fittings. Place the output of your leak detection pipe into the biofalls, making sure no water is splashing out of the liner. Fill the pond or reservoir back up to the full level. Choose a spot in your pond or reservoir to mark the water level and take a photo. Wait 24 hours. For step 10, you should check the water level in the pond or reservoir. If the water level did not drop and you followed all previous steps correctly, you can assume that the leak is in the plumbing. If the water level did drop, then the issue is in the waterfall coming out of the biofalls. Check the edges of the liner in this area as well as the back of the biofalls to make sure no water is coming over the back. Make sure no plants are damming up the waterfall area, and check the hardware that attaches the liner to the biofalls. It should be in the front right by where the waterfall comes out of your biofalls. Sometimes this hardware can rust, causing leaks, and needs to be replaced. Having precisely followed all of the steps as well as the 10th and final step of the CLDP and adhering to all of its guidelines, you should have found a leak in your feature. We just want to make note that the CLDP is designed as a free source of information to help you find a leak in most basic ponds or pondless waterfalls. Every feature is custom, and there may be some variables that have not been accounted for in the CLDP, such as multiple connected pond systems, long and flat streams, wetland filters, and multiple biofall filter starting points. In cases such as these, it may be in your best interest to hire a professional to help. Pondscapes of Charlotte offers 2 other options that you pay for that may better suit your leak detection needs. We hope this video has been helpful to you. As always, feel free to contact us, and please make sure to check all of our other content on our YouTube channel, on our Instagram, and on our TikTok. There's lots of other helpful information all throughout that, as well as on our website. Thank you guys for watching.